Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about my experience with owning the Dell Latitude 3320. And spoiler alert, it's not great. So I bought this laptop back in 2021 when during the lockdown and when everyone was doing online classes. So we bought this laptop for like 1,50,000 as spec, and I didn't know it then, but that was basically a scam. Even though we bought the laptop from Dell's official website in India, uh, for 1,50,000 you didn't get upgradable RAM, you didn't get the latest generation SSD, nor was the SSD upgradable beyond 1 terabyte. You didn't get a high refresh rate display, and you didn't even get good build quality. But it was working fine as long as it had Windows 10. Then Windows 11 launched. I was going to update it to Windows 11, but reading all the reviews at the time, I decided against it. But at some point, it updated automatically, and I was stuck on Windows 11, even though I didn't want to use it. But it was working fine. I was using it to watch videos, do my college work, until I tried to put a edit a video on there. For 1,50,000 rupees, you should be able to do it. But like I edited a 30-second 1080p video on it, and due to the design flaws, which resulted in only two vents on the bottom, which were completely blocked if you put the laptop on a table or any flat surface, and this caused the laptop to overheat. And as the laptop was rendering the video, the CPU overheated so much that the laptop died, and I wasn't able to turn it on. I take it to the repair shop, and the guy tells me that the motherboard is gone. He tries replacing the integrated circuits. I won't go into the details, but he couldn't fix it, so we had to order a replacement motherboard from China because no supplier in India had one. So this was early this year, around January. So we decided to order the motherboard. It got from a supplier in China. It came to India, but then it got stuck in customs due to the festive season, Holi and everything. So it took around 2 extra months to get here, and about 2 weeks for it to be installed and repaired. And I used it for about a week, and until I made my second mistake, which was connecting a monitor. Now, in my defense, the monitor was bigger than the laptop screen, but it was also 720p compared to the laptop's 1080p screen, and the laptop had a HDMI port built in. So I thought it would be able to handle it. But as soon as I go to connect the HDMI cable, the motherboard shorts itself. And this is 5 days after I had got it repaired and received the laptop back. Luckily, the motherboard was under warranty, so I was able to get it replaced in 2 days. So after that, I took even more precautions and only used it to watch videos on 1080p without a monitor. Only used it to do office work like spreadsheets and everything. So it was working fine until my exams came. So I didn't use, and they lasted about a week and a half. So I didn't use the laptop during that time. Towards the end of that time period, the CrowdStrike situation happened. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a company called CrowdStrike issued a Windows update which bricked computers for emergency services, airports, railways around the world, and it took 2 weeks or something. 2 weeks or so to fix it. So I didn't use it for during those 2 weeks also. After it, I was sure that the update wouldn't affect my laptop, and I made sure of it thoroughly. I go to turn it on and it doesn't turn on. So I thought it was a battery issue, because if I'm right, if you don't use a device for too long, the battery does die. So I took it to the shop to find out what the problem was, and to my surprise, without even turning the computer on, even once, the motherboard had killed itself. Yeah. So I don't know why. So, but we tried to get it replaced in warranty, but the warranty had expired about 2 days before I found out that the laptop wasn't working. So then I decided to buy a PC, which is this one right here. So on paper it is a downgrade, but it's got an i5 6th gen, a GT 710, 8 gigs of DDR5 and a 1 TB SSD, SATA SSD. So I've been using this, and I will be editing this video on this computer. And I know that sounds bad with the GT 710 and the 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM, but in practice it's a lot more reliable than my laptop, and it feels just as fast as long as I don't multitask too much, which was also one of the reasons my old laptop used to overheat before I used to shut it down. So that's the story. Tell me if you guys want more stories like this, and please do subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram. I will see you in the next video.